Hello, second grade. You have learned all of your lowercase level letters for cursive. So now we are going to begin to learn our uppercase letters so you guys can start practicing your name in cursive and be prepared for third grade. So the first couple of letters that we are going to learn are letters that begin at the 2 on the clock. Okay? So these letters are A, C, E, L, O, and Q. All begin at the 2 o'clock for uppercase cursive letters. So in A, you start at the 2. You go around to the red baseline, back up, and in an upswing. I didn't lift my marker at all. The next one is a C. Okay, just like a regular C. The next one is an E, okay, and this one looks like a backwards 3. That's how you make a cursive E. The next one is L. This starts at the 2 on the clock, so that means we have to come over here. Okay, we're gonna go up, around, down to the red baseline, make a little loop, and end in an upswing. O is like a regular O. And Q is like a regular Q. Okay, so those are all of the letters that begin at the 2 on the clock when writing them in uppercase cursive letters. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and erase these. Okay, the next couple of letters that we are going to learn are letters that begin or that start with a straight down line and are completed without lifting the pencil. Okay, so the first one is our B. Okay, so we start with a straight down line. Okay, and then when you're connecting it to another letter, you would just connect it like that. The next one is a D. Did not lift my marker. The next one is a P. P is the same as in manuscript. An R. A U. And a Y. Go down past the red baseline and end in an upswing. Okay, so the D and the P, so I told you wrong on that. That doesn't connect to another letter. Okay, so B, R, U, and Y all connect to another letter when writing a word, but the D and the P do not connect to another letter. Okay, so those are all the letters that start with a straight down line. Okay, the next two letters begin with a dip at the top. Okay, and these two letters are F and T. Okay, so I will show you how I'm going to do my F. So I start with a dip. I go down to the red baseline, around. I cross over and go down, finish with a line that goes down to the red baseline. That is a capital F. Okay. The next letter is a T. They look pretty similar, don't they? Okay, so the difference between these two letters, the way that you can remember, is that an F does not connect to the next letter. Okay, a T would connect to the next letter. So if you were writing the word the, okay, but if you were going to write the word, well, I don't know, fox. Okay, that F does not connect to that O. Okay? The next two letters start with a tall upswing from the bass line, and these two letters are G and S. So watch how I do my G. I start at the red bass line, I start with an upswing, I make a little loop, a dip, down, and then I would connect to the next letter. Okay, that is a G. An S also begins at the red bass line, and you go up, back down, and you would connect to the next letter. The S kind of looks like an 8, okay? And these both would connect to another letter when writing a word. The next two letters start at the top and pull straight down to the bass line. These two letters are H and K. So watch how I write my H. Okay, I'm going to start just like a regular H. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on my right line, I guess you would call it. I'm going to cross over to the other line and then finish it like that. Okay, so if I were going to write the word high, okay, and that would be connected to the red bass line properly. Okay, a K, you're going to start at the top, pull down, okay, and then you're going to make the top and then the bottom. Okay, so if I were gonna write the word Kyle, sure, let's use that. That connects to the next letter. Okay? The next two letters are I and J. They begin at the bass line with a backward upswing. So for the letter I, we're going to curve backward to form a narrow loop at the top, pull straight down to the bass line and curve over to the 9 on the clock, end with a dip over to the next letter. So I will show you how that's done. Okay, so I'm going to start at the red bass line. I'm going to curve back and up, down to the red bass line, and over. Let's do a better example. Kind of like that. So that would be the word in. Okay? Definitely doesn't look like a regular I, but I'm going to get a better example up here for you. Start at the red bass line, go up, around, and over. That is an I. Okay, for J, we're going to start at the red bass line. We're going to curve backward, around, past the red bass line, swing backward, and up. Okay? And then this would connect to another letter. That is I and J. The next two letters, we're almost done second grade. The next two letters, M and N, begin at the top, rounding into a straight down line and finishing with a short upswing to the next letter. So M and N. So I'm going to start that at the top with an upswing, or a little dip if you want to call it. Go down to the red bass line and make my M. I did not lift my marker when I did this. Okay, those are M and N. Pretty simple, just a fancy version of both of them. V and W start at the top with slanted down lines, finishing with slanted upswings at the top that do not connect to the next letter. V and W. Okay? So this is our V, and this is our W. Ooh. Let's redo that. Kind of like that. Okay? And then our last two letters are X and Z. So for our X, I'm going to start on the left side, so the left corner, if you will. And I'm going to, so this would be the 10. We're going to imagine it as the 10 on the clock. I'm going to go down to the red baseline. Okay. And actually with an X, what I would do, it's like an I or a J or a T when you write in cursive, you wait until the end of the word to go back and dot or cross. So that's what I'm going to do with my X. So what's a word that begins with X? Xylophone? X1. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, I'm going to show you how to connect it to a Y, okay? So I start at the 10, I go down, I'm going to draw my Y, lift my pencil, then I'm gonna go back up here to the 2 on the clock, and slant down to finish my X, okay? And then our Z, we just start at the 10 on the clock. We go around to the red baseline, make another little hump, go down, and end in an upswing. So we can connect to that next letter. All right. So I know I went through that quickly. Please keep practicing these this summer. You'll have plenty of time to practice it in 3rd grade, but I want you to keep practicing so you do not forget the skills that I've taught you for cursive, and just keep practicing so you guys can get better at cursive. All right, 2nd grade, I'll see you later.